Have you ever met someone who's almost invisible online? No selfies, no just chilling with friends posts, no birthday uploads. It's like they exist quietly, in a world screaming for attention. But here's the thing. That silence isn't accidental. It's psychological. And today we're diving into the psychology of people who don't post their photos on social media. If you find this kind of content fascinating, where we decode the unseen layers of human behavior, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me which type you think you are. Because this one, it gets deep. Part 1. Privacy over popularity. In a digital culture obsessed with visibility, those who choose invisibility are often the most self-aware. Psychologists call it high privacy orientation, a mindset built around control. They're not rejecting the world. They're just selective about what the world gets to see. They don't need to share their breakfast or their heartbreak to feel alive. They validate themselves internally, not through heart icons or comment sections. That's not withdrawal, that's emotional intelligence in practice. Because sometimes protecting your mental space is louder than any post could ever be. Part 2. Self-awareness runs deep. Research on self-concept clarity shows that people who share less online often have a stronger sense of who they are. They don't post to be seen. They act because they already see themselves. Their happiness doesn't rely on reactions. They're less likely to chase trends, less likely to compare, and more likely to create meaning quietly. It's not that they don't care about the world. It's that they don't need the world's constant reflection to know who they are. Part 3. Emotional security. Confidence without applause. Ever noticed how some people radiate confidence without saying a word? That's secure self-esteem. It's not the loud kind that depends on validation. It's the grounded kind that survives silence. Psychologists say those who refrain from constant posting often have what's called stable internal worth. They don't use social media to prove their existence because they already feel complete. That's not shyness. That's power. Part 4. The thinkers, not the performers. They don't post every passing thought, not because they're boring, but because they think deeply. They process, observe, and then choose. This comes from a cognitive trait known as the internal locus of evaluation. Meaning, they judge themselves by their own standards, not the crowd's applause. They prefer authentic connection over digital theater. And when they do speak, people listen. Because it's rare, and it's real. Part 5. Understanding the digital illusion. Many of them have already seen through the game. The highlight reels, the filters, the illusion of perfection. Psychologists call it social comparison theory, the endless cycle of measuring your worth against someone else's projection. Those who post less often do so intentionally. They know how fragile the line is between inspiration and insecurity. By staying low-key, they protect their mental health. They choose peace over performance. So next time you notice someone who doesn't post their photos, don't assume they're antisocial, shy, or detached. They might just be more emotionally intelligent, more grounded, and more self-aware than most people scrolling right now. They don't need to be seen to feel seen. And in a world that rewards exposure, that's real confidence. If this perspective opened your eyes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Because here, we don't just scroll through people's lives, we decode their minds.